The fallout for Kanye West has been significant, especially over the last week, but his problems stem back to the beginning of the month, and we're here to walk you through everything. So you'll remember, trouble first started brewing during Kanye's Yeezy fashion show. He had a bunch of people there, including his 4 kids, when he walked out in a White Lives Matter shirt. Of course, Kanye got a lot of criticism for wearing the shirt, yet he continued to do so, including at his daughter North's basketball game where Kim Kardashian wouldn't even look at him. A few days later, Kanye was back on Twitter, his first time in years, and one tweet in particular caused a lot of criticism. Kanye tweeted, "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people." The fallout only continued from there, with Kanye doubling and even tripling down on the remarks that he made on Twitter, but it was one interview with Piers Morgan where he got in a lot more trouble.
Are you sorry you said that?
No.
I don't think it matters. You should be.
Absolutely not.
Kanye thought he was clarifying what he meant, but he only made things worse, saying he only wished harm on the Jewish people that did him harm, and said that he apologized for anyone who he may have hurt that didn't affect his life. A few days after the Piers Morgan interview is when we saw the first major brand cut ties with Kanye. Balenciaga, who Ye and Kim had worked with for years, decided to end its working relationship with Kanye indefinitely. And as you know, we've been following this and keeping up with it and reporting it as it unfolded, so it was no surprise the next day when Vogue even announced that they were cutting ties with Kanye, and Anna Wintour would not work with him again. It was October 23rd when people really started to see the consequences of what Kanye had said, when banners popped up over freeways in Los Angeles saying he was right about the Jews. That's when the pressure was on, especially from the public, for Adidas to end their relationship with Kanye. Adidas was hit with a flood of tweets with the hashtag boycott Adidas from people all around the world. That's when the Kardashian family finally spoke out. Khloe Kardashian was the first to post on Instagram a message of support for the Jewish community, and Kris and Kylie followed. Of course, then there was a big question as to when Kim was going to say something, and a few days later she broke her silence as well on Instagram with a statement. So especially after Kim's statement, everyone was waiting, everyone continued to apply pressure to Adidas, wondering when the clothing giant was going to make a decision and make an announcement, and on the morning of October 25th, Adidas did just that. Not only saying they were terminating their partnership with Kanye, but they would stop paying him and his companies in the future. And you better believe Kanye noticed that worth had gone down too, because on his own Instagram account, he posted that he lost $2 billion in one day, though it continued to seem like he was joking around. So Kanye knew he had to try and find a new home for the Yeezy shoe, and he did just that on October 26, when he showed up unannounced and uninvited to the Skechers headquarters demanding a meeting. We're told Kanye had a camera crew with him and was quickly escorted off the property without a deal. In fact, Skechers said they had no plans on working with him at all, and the crazy thing is, the owners and founders of Skechers were Jewish. Just about everybody has cut ties with Kanye, including Peloton, who said they would no longer even play his music in any future workouts. One of the more bizarre happenings during this whole thing was with Kanye's Donda Academy, because the night of the 26th, parents and students got an email saying the program, at the behest of Kanye, was shut down until 2023. And we were the first ones to report that just 4 hours after parents got that first email about the school being shut down, it was to be opened again Thursday morning. So Kanye still hasn't backed down from his statements, and the fallout continues. Be sure to check back on TMZ.com for all the latest updates.